Hi, so today, this afternoon, I'm going to read you another one of my early picture books. This will be Foolish Rabbit's Big Mistake, illustrated by Ed Young, the great Ed Young, published in 1985 by G.P. Putnam Sons. Now, I guess, Penguin Putnam Random House. So, this story, by the way, is a 2,500-year-old story from Buddhist Asia. It's one of the past life stories of the Buddha. See if you can decide which character he was in the story. This is a retelling I created for children. So it goes like this. Early one morning, a foolish little rabbit lay sleeping under a tree in the forest. Sunlight shone through the leaves, warming the earth, and the little rabbit began to stir. As he drifted contentedly between waking and sleeping, a foolish thought crossed his mind. What if the earth broke up? The little rabbit sat up, now wide awake. What if the earth broke up today? And the foolish little rabbit began to listen for signs of danger. Crash! He heard a loud sound behind him, and without looking around, the little rabbit jumped up and ran off, yelling, "The earth's breaking up! The earth's breaking up!" I will show you the artwork. Ed Young did this whole book in pastels, really quite colorful and lively and dramatic. So there's the little rabbit. The apple crashes to the ground. He jumps up. Soon he passed another rabbit. Say, what's the hurry? Why are you running? The second rabbit asked. But the little rabbit just shouted out, the earth's breaking up! The earth's breaking up! Run for your life! And he sped by. The earth's breaking up? Oh no, cried the other rabbit, and away he ran after that first little rabbit. They passed a third rabbit. What's happening? The third rabbit called out. The earth's breaking up, they panted. Run! And run he did. Now the three rabbits passed a sleepy bear. The bear stretched and rubbed his eyes. What's going on? Why are you running? He asked. Stop and tell me. But the rabbits just kept on running and shouting, the earth's breaking up, run, run. The earth's breaking up, repeated the bear, confused. The earth's breaking up? Why, then I'd better get going. And the bear started running too. Soon they came upon a second bear. He was chewing a piece of dripping honeycomb and batting at the bees buzzing all around him. What's going on? Why are you running? He asked. The earth's breaking up. That's why we're running. They yelled as they ran past, run, run. Oh, those are the rabbits. The earth's breaking up. That's why we're running, they yelled as they ran past. Run, run. The bear scrambled to his feet. The earth's breaking up, he said to himself. Oh my gosh, there's no time to lose. And pushing the last of the honeycomb into his mouth, he started running too. Now let me show you the artwork. The bear's face is kind of caught in the centerfold here. It's called a two-page spread, where the artwork takes the two pages facing each other of the whole book, of the book. So it spreads across the whole thing, but you can see because of that, the pages don't quite line up. So the face is a little squished and the arm is a little off. But if this was the artwork itself, you would see it as one whole drawing, one whole pastel drawing. But it has to be split up over the pages of the book. Farther along in the forest, an elephant with half-closed eyes stood resting beneath a large shade tree. His huge ears fanned slowly back and forth, and his tail flicked this way and that, sweeping off the droning flies. Suddenly, his ears fanned forward and stopped. His eyes opened wide. 3 frightened rabbits, 2 panicked bears burst through the bushes. What's going on? He trumpeted in surprise. Why are you all running? But the terrified animals only shouted, "The earth's breaking up! The earth's breaking up! Run for your life!" And they were gone. "The earth's breaking up," rumbled the elephant. "Why, if the earth's breaking up, there's no time to lose. I'm going with you." And trumpeting wildly, he too charged off, his tail pointing straight out behind him. Here's the pastel drawing for the running elephant. Wow, beautiful purple color with the green and the yellow and the blue of the sky. Very nice, yeah. The animals ran along the path. The pounding of their feet disturbed a snake sleeping on a warm rock ledge in the midday sun. He he opened one eye. He opened the other. He flicked out his sharp pink tongue and lifted his smooth scaled head. Suddenly, 3 screaming rabbits, 2 moaning bears, and a trumpeting elephant stormed past. "What's happening?" hissed the snake anxiously. "Why are you all running?" "The earth's breaking up," cried the animals. "It's the end. Run for your life." And they were gone. "What?" said the snake. "The earth's breaking up? Why, I'd better get sliding." And uncoiling himself, he glided down from his warm ledge and slid rapidly after the others. He passed another snake and another and another. When they heard what was happening, they too slid over boulders, under bushes, and around trees, following the other terrified animals. Soon an awful hissing, trumpeting, moaning, and screaming filled the forest. So here's the snake. What kind of snake do you think that is? Remember, the story comes from India, where there are elephants and there were lions long ago. There haven't been lions in India, I don't think, for quite some time. But there were lions and tigers. Yeah, that's quite a dramatic drawing of the snake. Looking up close to the snake, and off in the distance, you see the elephant, the bears, and the rabbits. Now, up on a mountain top, overlooking this forest, was a brave lion asleep. The lion heard all the noise. He opened his golden eyes. Looking out over the forest, he saw the animals running. He couldn't see why they were running, but he could see that unless someone stopped them, they would run right over the edge of a cliff and be killed. Someone should help them, the lion said to himself. "Why, I'll help." He rose to his feet and shook his heavy mane. Gathering his strength, he took a tremendous lion leap way out and landed right in front of the terrified animals, who came screeching and panting to a sudden halt. "Roar!" roared the lion. "What's the matter? Why are you running?" "The earth's break." Oh, I got to show you the artwork. Oh, wow. Here's the lion up on his mountaintop, seeing all those animals. "I'll help," he says, and he takes a huge leap way out and lands in front of them all. So he's roared and said, "What's the matter? Why are you running?" "The earth's breaking up, the earth's breaking up." "That's why we're running," shouted the animals. "Oh, let us go, mighty lion, before we're killed." "The earth isn't breaking up, you silly creatures," the lion said. "Look, here's the earth, solid as it's ever been." And he struck the ground a blow with his paw to prove it. "Who told you that the earth was breaking up?" So here's the lion's paw. "Here's the earth right under your feet," he's saying. "You silly, silly creatures. The earth's not breaking up. Who told you the earth was breaking up?" Very dramatic paw. "It was the elephant," hissed the snakes. "The bears," trumpeted the elephant. "Rabbits," moaned the bears. "It was him," shouted the rabbits, pointing to the foolish little rabbit. "Well, little rabbit, where do you see the earth breaking up?" the lion asked in a gentle voice. Back there. Oh, back there, under the apple tree. I heard it, stammered the foolish little rabbit. Said the lion to himself. He heard it, and under an apple tree. Then he had an idea. Come, he said, get on my back. We'll go together and find out what it was that really scared you. Oh no, protested the little rabbit. It's too dangerous. I can't go back there. And he wouldn't move. Here's the lion's face. Isn't that great? So dramatic. Yeah, the lion's looking right at you. Why are you running? What did you think was going on? Yeah. But the rabbit said, remember, I can't go back there. It's too dangerous. And he wouldn't move. So then the lion, roared the lion. And here's the great thing about picture books. You can have a couple of words and 2 pages. 2 pages, just for a couple of words. There are the rabbits, the bears, the snakes, the elephant, that wonderful red color of that roar. Wow. Then the rabbit said, okay, I'll go, and jumped up on the lion's back. The lion took 1, 2, 3 tremendous lion leaps back to the tree. He stalked around, sniffing the earth. At last he found what he was looking for. There, under the tree, lay an apple that had fallen from the branches above. There's your earth breaking up, you silly little rabbit, he said. You heard this apple hit the ground and thought it was the earth breaking up. So here's the lion telling the truth that he courageously discovered to the rabbit. Oh my, said the rabbit. What a mistake. What a fuss over nothing. Well, the lion said, we must go back and tell the others. And once again, the lion took 1, 2, 3 tremendous leaps. When they stood before the animals once again, the little rabbit tried to explain. It seems that I've made a terrible mistake. You see this apple? Well, I thought the sound it made when it fell to the ground was the sound of the earth breaking up. You can all understand that, can't you? Here's the artwork for the rabbit going back and trying to correct his silly mistake. Here's the apple and the rabbit hanging on to the lion, and then he gets back and he holds up the apple. And he says, you can all understand that, can't you? I mean, I just heard an apple fall. I thought it was the earth breaking up. The animals looked at one another. Then they looked at the little rabbit. No, they shouted at last. And they got so angry they wanted to tear that little rabbit to pieces. You can see just their shadows there. And boy, those shadows are shouting, no, we don't understand that. You drove us crazy for nothing, you silly little rabbit. Roar! Roared the lion. Wait, you all ran without finding out what was frightening you. Remember that. Next time something scares you, if you'll only stop and see what it is, you may find out that there's nothing really to be afraid of at all. Why, you're right, said all the animals. Next time we'll do that. Me too, said the little rabbit. Then the lion took a leap back up onto his mountaintop. He lay down, calmly surveyed the peaceful forest below, yawned, and went back to sleep. Here's the lion protecting the little rabbit. He is protecting the little rabbit. He looks like one of the library lions. If you ever go to the 42nd Street Library in Manhattan, in New York City, you'll see a lion who kind of looks like that. 2 of them, actually, flanking the entrance to the great 42nd Street Library. The little rabbit, still holding his apple, hopped back to the tree. He lay down beneath the branches, sighed contentedly, and took a big bite of the apple. And that's the end of the story. There he is back under his tree, enjoying himself at peace again. And actually, the final piece of artwork shows the apple with a bite out of it. So there you go, a story about courageously facing fears from 2,500 years ago from ancient India. I did it as the book, which I titled Foolish Rabbit's Big Mistake. It was illustrated by Ed Young and published by G.P. Putnam Sons, 1985, a long time ago. So everybody stay well, continue flattening the curve by sheltering at home, do some reading, some storytelling, get out and walk, it's spring, and everything is coming alive. Let's take care of one another and take care of each other and take care of ourselves, and hopefully everything will go okay. See you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.